Let's have a quick overview of the Power BI interface. Upon loading Power BI, you get a quick welcome screen like this. Here, you can recover files or shows recovered files. While the get data and recent sources is for you to get data from various sources into Power BI. Sources such as Microsoft Excel and databases. Then, if you work recently on certain files, you see your recent files here. To the right, you can get updates from Power BI blogs, forums, and some tutorials. In the middle, you are prompted here to sign in with your Microsoft account to collaborate and share your published reports. We can go ahead and close this now. The Power BI ribbon, this area here, is much like any other Microsoft application. We have the tabs, we have the home tabs, the insert, the modeling, the view, and optimize. Then on the home tab, we basically can get our data from different sources, right? We can work on our queries, that is from the sources we have connected to, and we can basically insert some visuals through here, while also performing some calculations on our tables, then publishing our reports. Then on the insert tab, we can basically use the insert tab to insert our visuals, okay? The modeling tab helps us to perform calculations on our tables. You see calculations here. We can also access these calculations here on the home tab, okay? And also work and manage our relationships. On the view tab, we can use the view tab to set our viewing on how and which pane to show, to scale, to fit, or whether we want to use the mobile view, use grid lines or not, snap to grid or not, or lock objects. On the optimize tab, we basically optimize our connections and our visuals. Then on the left-hand side, we have three views that Power BI allows us to have. We have the report view, which is this area here marked by this border. This is where we create our reports, where we have our dashboards, right? Then on the second view, which is a table or data view, this is where we have basic representation of our data, much like a spreadsheet. If we could quickly insert our data from a workbook, we can basically see how it looks. So on the data view, we can basically have a look at our data in columns and in rows. Basically, coming in form of a table, we can use filter on. Then our model view shows us our tables, and several tables we can have relationships with. We can create relationships or models between several tables. Then we have three panes to the right: the filter pane, the visualization pane, and the data pane. On the visualization pane, we have visuals that we can select from to create our reports. On the data pane, we have our calculations, a basic representations of our table that we can basically select for analysis, that we can basically select for visualization. On the filter pane, this is where we can add our filter and also filter our data, and also filter our visualization.